Yo, good morning guys, Zac Aynsley here, and today I'm going to be running you through what I eat every single morning, and I'm going to be talking about both what I have on season while I'm training for a show and off season like right now, where I don't have any particular goal or I'm not cutting for any particular reason, and I'm just going to show you what I eat on a day-to-day basis. Now, it's pretty simple what I eat, every single day I eat basically the same thing, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And like I said, it's really easy, so I thought I would show you guys exactly what I have every single day for my first meal of the day. I truly believe the first meal of the day is the most important meal of the day, and not only that, it's my favorite. Absolutely, I wake up and I am starving, and particularly when I'm cutting for a show, I'm just hungry as hell. I want to eat all day, so to wake up, do my fasted cardio, come home and have some food is my most favorite part of the day. So like I said guys, I want to show you exactly what I have, so come with me. Alright, so the first part of meal one is egg whites. I know you guys probably see a lot of bodybuilders have egg whites, and that's purely because it's just protein. There's no fats, there's no carbs, there's no sugars. It's just pretty much 100% protein. I've been having egg whites for, I'd say every morning for the past 2 years now. But what you can do, because I'm in the UK and it's really hard to find liquid egg whites, you can actually just buy like super cheap eggs, crack them open yourself and take the yolks out. But if you can find liquid egg whites, trust me guys, it will make your life a lot easier. So when I'm cooking for a show, I actually weigh out my egg whites every morning. So I get a scale, I put a bowl on the scale, and I actually have to pour out the egg whites to the gram. But in my off season, there's no need to weigh anything, so I can literally just pour it right in the pan and I can put in just as much as I want. And I am going to coat the pan with this. It's a 1 cal, spray. It's like palm spray in the US, but this is the UK version. 1 calorie spray, just coat the pan, and I'm only coating it just so the eggs won't stick. That's it. It's nothing to do with flavor, nothing to do with getting any added nutrients into my body. It's literally just so this won't stick to the pan. Now, judging from sight, I'm going to say that there is about 200 grams, and that's not enough protein for me in the morning, so I'm looking to get about at least 300 to 350 grams of egg whites in the morning, which is about, I'd say, between 10 to 15 egg whites depending on the size of the egg. So I'm just going to keep adding that in there, and that's probably about 300 to 350 grams. But like I said, in my off season, there's no need to measure it whatsoever. Alright, and I did prepare this the night before just to save me coming down in the morning and having to do it every day. It's a lot easier if you have things ready. Like I said, Tupperware boxes are bodybuilders' favorite things in the world. It makes your life so much easier. So what I've done is I've just cut up some mushrooms and I've cut up some onion, some diced onion, and I throw these in with the egg whites, make something nice out of it. So it's not just plain, gives it some flavor, gives it some different texture in there. And honestly, I never liked mushrooms or onions until I started prep. And then I was eating egg whites every morning, but it wasn't filling me. I was eating them, I was still starving. And my coach was like, honestly, Zac, add some peppers, add some mushrooms, add some onions. And I'm like, I hate that stuff. But I thought, I want to be full, I want to feel nice and filled up. So I started eating them, and since then, I've literally became addicted to adding this to my egg whites. So, same thing. On prep, I would weigh this out, but because I'm not on prep anymore, I can just add them in. Right, so I just add them in, get a spatula and try and push them to the bottom of the pan. Get some of the egg whites on top of it, just so they actually do cook. Because if you just leave them on top, the mushrooms won't cook. The onions will, but the mushrooms kind of stay a bit dry and a bit chewy, which is not what you want. So I'll try and get that at the bottom of the pan. So while that's cooking, on to step 2, which is, you can probably guess, oatmeal. Oatmeal, oats, whatever you guys want to call it, porridge. There's so many different names out there, but this is part 2 of, my breakfast every morning. Eggs and oats. So, same thing. When I'm in my, when I'm prepping for a show, I get the bowl, put it on a scale immediately, and I am weighing every single meal. But in my off season, the beauty of off season is I can just do this. pour it in, go by sight. That's probably 60 grams, that's probably 80, and that's probably 100. So that'll do me 100 grams of oats, roughly. And same thing, in my off season, all I would do now is put some water in it and then add some cinnamon. But I'm in my off season, so I can add some sultanas, I can add some sweetener, because when I'm prepping for a show, I'm not allowed any sweeteners of any kind. Fruit like blueberries, strawberries, whatever I want, I can add to this now. So I'm in the mood for some raisins today, so I'm just going to put them in there. Not too many, because I don't want to be like really hyper, because I've been prepping for 6 months now. Sugar still really affects me quite hard. And then it's as simple as putting some water in it, bang it in the microwave. Alright guys, that's it. So whilst that's in there, I can finish off my eggs. And this is literally just stirring it up, getting it all mixed up in there. Bear in mind I cook this on a low heat, because if you cook it on a high heat, you'll mess up your eggs big time basically. You don't want to burn the eggs, you don't want it to be one side kind of chewy and burny, the other side watery. So if you cook your eggs on a lower heat instead of just blasting it, it comes out a lot nicer. And don't forget to stay hydrated guys, very important. But what I also take every single morning is this Testosterone Gold by GAT. Now this is very important. It's a testosterone booster, and obviously I want to get stronger in my off season. I want to grow. I want to gain as much size as possible. So I take my testosterone boosters by GAT every single morning with meal 1. And alongside that, I also have the best BCAAs on the planet, Flex BCAAs by GAT. Now this is a cotton candy flavor, and honestly when I say it tastes just like cotton candy, it really does. So there's the eggs done guys. I'm going to take that off the heat. So that's off the heat, I'm going to leave that set. Same with the oats. Right, there we go. So the oats are out. And this is my favorite part. Now I usually do one of two things. I either add my whey protein isolate to that, which is, this is a chocolate flavor by GAT. It tastes absolutely sick. I don't know, I can't exactly think of what it tastes like, but it's really rich, very thick flavored chocolate. It's great, but we have enough protein from the eggs. So what I'm gonna do instead is my favorite thing, Stevia. Stevia, I don't know how you pronounce it. But this is a granulated sweetener, which is extracted from a plant. It isn't an artificially made sweetener, so this isn't gonna give you cancer, But honestly, it tastes incredible. It just adds so much flavor to your oats. Obviously the raisins are in there anyway, but I like to add quite a lot of that. So I add that in, mix it up, and it just makes your oats taste really sweet, because I don't know about you guys, but I have a really, really sweet tooth. So it's gonna mix that in there. And that is, like I said, about 100 grams of oats with stevia, some raisins for some texture, and that's gonna set me up for the day. All right. Alright guys, there you have it, my every single day breakfast. I have not went out of my way to put on a show for you guys. This is what I have every day. And it will never change either, so I'm trying to think of anything else that I might have differently to this, but honestly, not at all. I have forgot one thing though, my most important thing. Cinnamon. I put it on my oats every single day. I can't believe I forgot about it, but I usually add that last because I love cinnamon so much. So I add a lot of it as well. I usually add like half a bottle every time. But there we go guys. That is my breakfast, meal number 1. I have 6 meals a day, and my next YouTube video will be a day of eating with me, showing you every single meal, but I want to get a professional camera guy in to film that, make it nice high quality. Because right now, my camera's dead, so I'm filming off my phone. So I thought it would just be best to show you meal number one, because like I said, meal one is definitely the most important meal of the day, and not just that, it's my favourite meal of the day by far. So I'm going to get to eating that because I'm starving, and like I said, that's going to set me up for the day, and then it's also going to give me all of the energy I'm going to need and all of the proteins my body desperately needs right now. So there you have it, guys. If you want to try that for yourself, it's approximately 350 grams of egg whites, 100 grams of oats with some raisins, mushrooms and onions in it. And yeah, that's it. If you like this video, guys, please subscribe. I'm getting closer to 100k now, so hit that subscribe button. And like I said, guys, many more videos to come very soon. Now that I've finished competing for the year, I'm going to focus a lot more on my YouTube channel. So like I said, many videos to come. Drop a comment down below what you would like to see from myself. I'll take all your comments into consideration, and then I will start banging those videos out just for you guys. But yeah, time to eat, and peace.